Alright, my father-in-law's got this 95 Magnum 425. It's been a pretty solid machine, but he's developed a leak in his output shaft seal. So I'm going to see if I can get this fixed for him. You can see I've already got the front chain guard and sprocket off. I'm going to have to get this caliper out of the way. I probably won't shoot all the video of removing. I may have to get this plastic out of the way and so forth, but as I get in each level, I'll make a quick little video. I don't know what this is going to look like when we get in there, but see if we can figure out how to change it. Okay, you can see I have the caliper out of the way and the disc. I had to take two bolts off the caliper, and I had to remove the screw holding the fender here to the foot deck, but it wasn't too bad. I'm not quite sure. It looks like that sprocket's going to be quite a tight squeeze through that frame, but I'm assuming that Polaris was smart enough to engineer this thing so that we'd be able to get at that seal without having to yank that gear case out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those bolts. I probably won't video it. I don't want to get my camera all messy, and remove the chain and see if we can get that sprocket off and see if we can get at the seal that's leaking. Alright, so it looks like we're in a lock. That hole is pretty big. I think that sprocket's going to fit right through there. I'm just hoping we can get at the seal when I get the sprocket off. Other things must be going my way because the master link to the chain is right there. So I'm going to pop that off and see if we can't get the sprocket off. I'm assuming that's a circlip on the shaft there that's holding that sprocket on, and we'll be right at where that leak is. So I don't know if you can see that circlip in there or not, but I have the circlip expander. Actually, this one's you can compress them or expand them, so I'm going to give it a shot. See if I can do it without breaking it. Once you get it on the shaft out of the groove, a lot of times you can slide it with a screwdriver or something. But I got it. I don't know if you can see how that works or not, but these tools are pretty handy to have if you're going to do any of this kind of work. You can pop that pin in there, and then when you squeeze it together, it'll actually compress a ring as well. So, all right, that sprocket's in rough shape. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's missing like 4 teeth. So my father-in-law got up on a rock or something, and then after that, you know, it started to leak. So I don't even know if you can see that or not, but she's in rough shape. So I'm gonna pop that off and. Alright, so there it is. There's the seal. Now I'm not entirely sure how that comes out. I'm going to try to do it without destroying it, but I looked online. The part schematic shows that the seal goes in from the outside of the case. So even if I destroy it, I'm assuming that new one I'll be able to press in. I'm sure that slides in there and seats in quite tight, but I'm going to try to see if I can get it out without busting into it too awful bad. You can see actually I just sprayed some degreaser on it, and I don't know if you can see it's starting to seep through right now, some of the transmission fluid. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can get that out of there. I probably won't film it, and hopefully I can get that out and we'll get the new piece and put it in place. Okay, so my hope of getting that thing out in one piece without destroying it didn't work out so well. The good news is I found that thing on eBay. And if you don't have a computer in your garage these days, you need to keep your old computer and put it in the garage. But Polaris part number 3233788, 1641 with free shipping. So it's not too bad. Let's take a look. And you can see the bearing in there. So you want to be careful. You don't want to mar up the shaft, the output shaft there. You don't want to mar up the bearing seat either. I mean the seal seat either. So I'm going to take a rag and clean that all up real good and order the new part, order a new sprocket, order a new master link because I destroyed that getting it off as well, and put it all back together, and maybe I'll video that as well, and hopefully she holds oil. So